started asking questions, well, who is our neighbor? And in northwest Omaha, Nebraska, people are materially wealthy, but they're spiritually and relationally impoverished. And so Living Water, which was what the name of our church had become, we need to be a people of connection and a place where others can encounter hope. And as our purpose statement then came to be, well, we are going to be about the business of connecting ordinary people to the extraordinary love of Jesus.
None of us were church planters. Like, it was not on our radar whatsoever when we set out to do this. And kind of the beautiful thing about what God did is he took like a team of people who are naturally doing it in their own neighborhoods, connecting their neighbors to who Jesus is through just the things that we do.
And when you have a flower and it's been established for a while and it's beautiful, taking part of that, you're not hurting the original plant. Like, there's still beauty there and it's still going to grow and thrive, but taking a bit of that and putting it somewhere else so it can bring joy and thrive there. And when you transplant that, when you move it, you take care of the soil that's there, you water it, you care for it, and you give a special attention so it does flourish. And I think there's ways to do that where both the planting congregation and the congregation it's planted can both thrive and bring beauty and joy, where they're planted in communities that they're planted in.
We want to be a church that you have to drive past rather than drive to. And so we have been established out of like this John chapter 4 story of this woman who comes to a well, the center of the community. We want to be a church where everyone knows each other, where you can be in community, where you can gather at this metaphorical well and feel like you're being fed, but also feeding each other and taking care of each other.
So there's a couple items about Living Water that do have application to really all congregations and to all you that might be listening, that they were strategically agile. What I mean by that is when a church is planted, it's typically a church planter that does their work, and the primary portion of that work is the church planter or his family. And for them, they created a team. You heard from the team, but the team is much more than three. Their team is a bunch of people, a lot of leaders, and they're working in ways that is really across the board for their vocations. So whether it's mission in their cul-de-sac or whether it's meeting with people in the office building that they rent for worship. We could describe it as the priesthood of all believers because it certainly is. We could also say that it's God's family together joined in his mission.